They tripped me from behind and stripped me of my purse.
This is not a good time to talk to anyone from DPD, sir. We have our hands full with this riot.
Maybe if you had come sooner.
I'm sorry, but most of the squad has been assigned to subdue the rioters.
Friends.
It seems like
Take a walk, you bucket of
police
bolts.
these days are
Who
so-
sent you sniffing around? Get lost. I trust you just about as far as I could throw you.
Fine. I'm gonna wait for my sister.
I don't pay much attention to protests like that. It's just a bunch of goons looking for a reason to smash things and loot businesses.
Big protests are going on because of that augmented soldier story. You haven't heard? They say that Seraph Industries is building an army of Superman.
Pretty crazy times, huh? Hopefully the worst is over. I thought the police were way too good. Those are orders from higher up, without a doubt.
Did you manage to see anything? Did you see the guy falling around?
We've got some serious police brutality going on here. They're taking out anyone who looks at them sideways.
Have you seen what's happening at Seraph Plaza? A riot, just in front of the building. I wouldn't go there now if you paid me.
There's a riot going on, somewhere near the Seraph building. The police have blocked some streets. They're trying to get the situation under control.
Blame this all on that bastard Tango. Who the hell plans a firebrand speech like that in this city when we all know it's ready to blow? You fucking augmented pigs!
How much is Sarif paying you?
Does Lynn give you a discount on neuropozyne?
Detroit suppliers are a bunch of drug addicts! Express themselves! Say justice, man!
Go tell the owner of the store it's witness.
What'll it be? Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops. How may I be of service? See you soon. What'll it be? Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops. How may I be of service? Always a pleasure. How may I be of service? See you soon.
Jensen, Sarah had We have the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees.
Everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
This is the end for your kind, Og. This riot will force the UN to adopt regulations. The more draconian, the better, I say. You should be kept locked up.
Bill is... So what do you think of Bill Taggart? Do you know the story of Ezekiel? Bill is really changing the world for the...
Hey, are you able to get in to hear Taggart's speech? I wish I could. He's my idol.
Bill is really changing the world.
Heard William Taggart speak, and isn't he a smooth talker?
I just can't subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal politics. It's like he thinks human development is a sin.
I can't believe there are still... I'm sorry, but we're not gonna let you. You're not gonna let me? Ha!
You don't have to...
I hope you're just here to listen. Although Mr. Taggart is done with his speech already. I suggest you don't disrupt the proceedings. Nobody here is gonna stand up for an AUG tonight.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Seraph Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Seraph's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Seraph scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Seraph Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years. But that's not why I'm here. Seraph scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You got a lot of nerve to accuse me of lying. I'm not the one standing in front of a crowd of people hiding my involvement in kidnapping and murder.
My involvement, Mr. Jensen? Your recording doesn't prove that. I know why you came here instead of taking your recording to the police. I know the real reason for your accusations, and you're not entirely to blame for what you're doing. It is common, after trauma such as the one you suffered, to fixate on the event, to stay blocked in the past. In a word, you're obsessed.
The reason I'm obsessed with the past, Taggart, is that there are still 5 people missing and their attackers haven't paid for what they did. Your refusal to help me is getting in the way of justice.
Now really, are you in any position to see clearly enough to recognize justice? You're lashing out. You've cast me as your enemy. And you're hoping that by falsely accusing me, by diminishing me, you'll regain the sense of control you lost when someone else ripped your life apart 6 months ago.
Of course I want control. Every time I touch something, I wonder, just for a second, every time, if what I'm feeling is real. It's a bit like being in charge of an organization, I bet. Do you always know what the people at Humanity Front, your people, are doing?
Of course not. Well, that is to say, I don't need to. From the very day I founded Humanity Front, I made it clear that the group would be devoted to non-violent resistance. To deviate from this would mean dishonoring the memory of the very woman whose murder caused me to found the organization. Mr. Jensen, how can you possibly accuse me of doing otherwise?
I know about your wife's murder, Mr. Taggart, and how it led you to start Humanity Front. I've lost someone close to me too, but I have a chance to get her back. If Sandoval is involved in Megan's abduction in any way, he dishonored your wife's memory. For her sake, and for the sake of my people, I need to know where he is.
How dare you besmirch my beloved wife's honor to further your own ends? I have never been so despicably attacked in all my life. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but after Mr. Jensen's outrageous attack on me and my wife's memory, I need a few moments to collect myself. Mr. Jensen, be gone when I come back.
Watch it, sir. There are guards everywhere. Any attempt on Mr. Taggart will be met with deadly force.
Wow, you've got some nerve showing up here. You looking to cause trouble or something?
This is horrible. They're gonna blame Mr. Taggart for this riot. I've already heard some people say it was his speech that sparked the violence, but that's ridiculous.
That William Taggart is brilliant. He's right. Runaway technology will only lead to self-destruction. There has to be some means of controlling this.
Any idea how long?
Not too long. I'll support that.
Everyone else is in position.
far enough. Holding position! I heard that! Come out! No answer!
They will find nothing but order, progress, and moral responsibility.
Looks as if the ball is now firmly in the United court. This is Eliza Cassan reporting to you live from Hackers.
Access granted. Access granted.
Seraph, Sandoval's in Detroit. Hold up in some apartment building on Grand River Road. I'm heading there now.
All right. But Adam, try to do it a bit more discreetly this time. Athena's got her hands full, fending off reporters from your last stunning attempt at diplomacy.
Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms as Kusanagi, Isolay, and Serum Industries. The footage sparking the riots appears to show signs
Access
of
granted.
crude, torture-like experiments on teams of augmented.
Access granted.
What was that? Hey, you! I heard that! He's on the run!
I heard that. Come out! I heard a better line! Come out! What are you doing? Trying to hit me.
I saw...
Access granted. Access granted.
Better stay ready.
Please! Please don't kill me! He's trying to kill me! Oh, God. Please, don't kill me. Ah! Leave me alone.
Come on, come on! Jensen? I almost didn't recognize you. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what are the chances? Do you remember me? I was a rookie when you still rolled in SWAT.
Nikki. Of course I remember you. How you been? The brass got you on riot control too?
Yeah, I am. Or I was until... Damn it. Look, something big is going down, and I'm kind of freaking out here. You remember that MCBer, Jacob White? You busted him a couple of times.
Yeah, I remember him. Assault and possession. He's still running rackets?
No, I mean, yeah, shit, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because he's moved on to bigger things.
Nikki, slow down.
Listen, hear me out. I just got word he has his hands on some real military-grade explosives. The prick's got a fucking bomb, Adam. And you know how much he hates the PD. He's going to hit us while we have our pants down with the riots. You gotta help us out here.
Nikki, I'm kind of busy. If he's got a bomb, just call it in and follow procedure.
What do you think I've been doing? I've been on the horn all night, and my CO already sent a patrol over to Jacob's house. We've got a warrant, so they searched the place, but nothing came up, not even Jacob. Now they're saying my CI is probably full of shit and just fucking with me. Bullshit! Jacob's using the riots as cover, and he's going to hit us, and hit us hard. Adam, I need you to trust me on this. You gotta help me find Jacob.
I have to admit, Nikki, I'm having a hard time believing White could come up with something like this. He can barely tie his own shoelaces without tripping all over himself.
That was then. This is now. After his last stint in Standish, he got bug-eyed crazy. Started talking about how the gang war and Derelict Row was all part of a government plot, and it's time he did something about it.
I remember him saying that augmented kid we took down last year was a cover-up.
Exactly! And he's been railing against Wayne Haas, the PD, and anyone else involved in that ever since. I'm telling you, Adam, he's been getting more and more violent. Now he's got explosives, and we've got a giant bullseye painted on our ass.
So why is it nobody trusts your source?
He used to run with White's old crew, but he's a 3-strike perp facing a dime on some damn parole violation. He's trying to cop a deal, so nobody trusts him. Thing is, I know he's reliable. He hasn't bullshitted me yet, and I don't think he's doing it now.
How did White even manage to get his hands on explosives?
My source says he got the bomb materials from some government stash out in Highland Park. It's all I know so far. But it all fits! He was last seen ranting at a rally about shattering the foundation of the hypocrisy or some bullshit like that. You know, quoting Che Guevara and talking about violent revolution.
Did he have the shirt, too?
What? Anyway, he practically named the date and time of this reckoning. And it's tonight. It has to be.
Fine, I'll help. Let's go over what we know. Just the facts.
What we know? Just the facts? What we know is he's certified batshit crazy, hates cops, quotes Che Guevara, and got his hands on military-grade explosives. What more do you need to know? Oh, Christ, man. I've got nobody to help me, and I can't even breathe. How am I supposed to find this guy? The bomb could be right under us, right now!
Nikki, relax. Keep it together.
I'm trying, Adam. I don't think I'm cut out for this kind of stuff. People could die. We could die.
Just focus, okay? We know that White hates cops, so his first target is probably going to be the precinct or somewhere nearby. Make sense?
Yeah, okay. But it could be anywhere. He wouldn't risk going to the precinct. Too many people would recognize him. That leaves the transit station, the sewers, and the alleys around the precinct. Look, I need to stay here and report any leads to my CO. Can you check those locations for Jacob? Or his bomb?
Got it.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping we get backup to expand the search. In the meantime, we can check those areas, and who knows, maybe we'll catch a break. Oh, and Jensen, please don't turn him into a martyr. I'd prefer him breathing.